Hello, you get to see a little bit of me adjusting some of the screen here. Alright, hey there everybody, I'm Rusty. This is Rusty Sudoku Stream, and we're doing puzzle number 819 today. This is our third puzzle from SudokuStore on BlueSky. It is part of the 1000 hard Sudoku Puzzles collection they sell, available on both Etsy and Amazon. To collect those or to buy those, go to at BlueSky or at SudokuStore on BlueSky and do follow their primary links, and you'll be directed to their store's preference of either Etsy or Amazon at your determination. Setting up a BlueSky account doesn't cost anything. That's up to you, though. It's also a good place to get notifications. I do publish announcements that I'm starting the stream and what penalty I'm assessing myself. We're at 30 minutes after the hour, so I'm going to go with a 40-minute or 40-second penalty. So let's see if this validates. If it does, we go forward. It does validate, so 40 seconds from now, we'll be streaming. We'll be solving. You get that chance to grab screenshots if you want to, or other options, and get the set up the way you would like it. This also gives a chance for people who are interested to jump in. All right. So we are yet 30 seconds are past. So I got a 3 I see on here. That's a 3. Another one here. It looks like we get a 3 here. One blocking these two, one blocking these two, so one of these two is a 1. That means one of these two will be a 1. And this way we've got a 1 blocking these two, a 1 blocking these 3, so one of these two is a 1. And that makes one of these two a 1. I've got 3 possibilities for a 1 there, 3 possibilities for a 1 there, and everything's still wide open here. How about 2? So 2 up here, and 2 here, blocking these two. Also a 2 over here, blocking these two. So this is going to be a 2. That means one of these two is a 2, as well as being potentially a 1. Over here, these are blocked and these are blocked. So I've got 3 possibilities for a 2 here. And I've got 2 possibilities for a 2 here because I've got the 2 down here. All right, and we're still wide open for options here. And we've got 4 possibilities here. I've already been through the 3s. And it looks like I've got a 3 in all the squares. So 4s. Got a 4 here and here. One of these two is going to be a 4. These are blocked. I've got 3 possibilities for a 4 here. Neither of these can be a 4. So we've got, we got a 4 here. That 4 and that one are blocking all the bottom stuff here. So down here we end up with 3 possibilities for a 4. And we get 3 possibilities for a 4 over here, along with these 4 possibilities. All right, 5s. We've got a 5 here, another 5 here, so we're limited to these 3 for 5s here. There's a 5 there, so one of these 2 will be a 5. All right, this 5 blocks these 2, this 5 blocks this one, so one of these 2 is a 5. I got one of these 2 is going to be a 5. And that looks like about all I can do at the moment. So on to 6s. We've got a 6 up here. These are blocked, so one of these 2 is a 6. I've got 3 possibilities for a 6 there. 3 possibilities for a 6 there. 2 here, though. Which means 2 possibilities here. Here we've got 4 possibilities. And here we've got a few more than I'd like. 7s. Got a 7 here, and a 7 here. One of these 2 is going to be a 7. That means one of these 2 is going to be a 7. Here we've got 3 possibilities for a 7. 3 possibilities for a 7 up here. Here we've got 4 possibilities for a 7. 2 here, though. Oh, all right, I had those marked. All right. Got these 2 marked. One of these 3 is going to be a 7 or 4. That means that one of these 2 is going to be a 7. All right, on to 8s. We've got an 8 here, an 8 here, so one of these 2 is going to be an 8. 8 here, and 8 here. One of these 3 is going to be an 8. That saves 3 possibilities for an 8. I've got 2 possibilities for an 8 here. There's an 8 there already, so one of these 3 is going to be an 8. All right, 9s. We've got a 9 here. One of these 3 will be a 9. One of these 2 is a 9. Up here, we've got 5 possibilities for a 9 there, and 4 possibilities here. Neither of these can be a 9, so it's actually 2 possibilities here. Here we do have 3 possibilities. So let's see if we can narrow anything else down. Okay, well, I got those 2. Okay, thought I had a pair somewhere over here. Double pair, I should say. I don't though. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Neither of these can be a 4. I've got 3 possibilities here. And nothing useful to help down here. Still 3 possibilities. This cannot be a 4. It doesn't help as much as I'd like. But neither of these can be a 4. That's why one of these 2 is a 4. Over here, got a 1, 2, and 3. 3 possibilities for a 4, 5. Well, these two is a 6. This one becomes a 7 because it can't be an 8 or a 4. So that's a 7. So not a 7 there, that becomes a 7. So until we can get these narrowed down for 6, 8, and 4, we'll have to hold off on this one. However, I got a pair of 1s possible there. All 3 of these could potentially be a 2. Got a 3 and a 4 here, 5 up here. So we've got 3 possibilities for a 6 as well. All right. Now here's the 1, 2. So 1s and 2s here, 3, 4. 5 is going to be one of these 3. 6 is going to be one of these 3. 7, 8, and 9 is going to be one of these 2. That means one of these 2 is going to be a 9, not one of these 2. I've got 3 possibilities for a 9 here. 9, 9, well, these 2 is 9. 5 possibilities for a 9 there, and 4 possibilities here. Except these 2 are not, so 2 possibilities here. All right. 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. All right, it looks like I get to flood fill everything at this point. I'm sure that there are tips and tricks that help, but all right, 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 possibilities for a 4 here, 3 possibilities for a 5. One of these 2 is a 6. We've got 4 possibilities for a 7, 8, and everything has the possibility of being a 9 so far. Over here, 3 possibilities for a 1. 2 possibilities for a 2. 3, 4. Looks like 2 possibilities for a 5. Yep, because of this one. 6 and 7 are givens. One of these 2 is an 8. One of these 2 is a 9. All right, over here we've got a pair of possibilities for 1. We've got 3 possibilities for 2, 3. 4 possibilities for 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, that's not a 6. 4 possibilities for a 6. These 2 are 6s over here, so that's not a 6. I'll get 3 possibilities for a 6. All right. 3 possibilities for a 7, 8, and 5 possibilities for a 9. We go. We've got pair possibilities for 1s. I've got 4 possibilities for a 2. 3 and 4 are on the board. 3 possibilities for a 5. Let's see. Wide open on 6s, but I got a 1-2 pair here. Oh, we're down to have a 1-2 pair here. We've got places where 1s are going to be limited, but 2s are not. 3s here, or 6s. 7s are blocked here, but I've got all of these that can be a 7. Those 3 anyway. This one is blocking these up here. I've got 2 possibilities for 8 and 4 possibilities for 9. Actually, no, I don't. 2 possibilities for 9 up here. All right. How about numbers here? Everything looks like it could be a 1. We've got 2's blocked here. So 4 possibilities for 2. 3, 4 here. Pair of possibilities for 5 there. 6s everywhere except the upper right corner. 7s, 2 possibilities, 8s and 9s. We're done with that. 1s and 2s, 3, 4. 3 possibilities for 5 and a 6. 7 and 8, and then a 9 is one of those 2. Down here, let's see, pair of possibilities for 1, 2, 3, and 3 possibilities for 4, 2 possibilities for 5, 6, 2 possibilities for 7, about 8. 1 and 3 will be an 8. And then we've got 9s. We've got 3 possibilities for 9. Okay, here we go. Into the square, we've got everything with 2 possibilities for 1, 2, 3. One of these 2 is a 4, 5. One of these 2 is a 6, 7. One of these 2 is an 8, and we've got a 9 there. So over here, we've got 1, 2, 3. One of these 3 is a 4, 5. There are possibilities for 6, 7 here, and that means one of these 3 is going to be an 8. And now we can narrow, we've got to narrow it down a bit, at least in theory, right? So we've got 1s, 2, 6 there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So one of these 2 is a 2. One of the things I'm looking for is any place else I can narrow things down a bit. Okay, that can't be a 7. Not sure how I got that as possibly being a 7. 4, 5, 9, 4, 5, 9, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 9. So one of these 2 will be a 5. That means that's not. So 3 possibilities for 5s there, 2 there. Not a 5, not a 5. Okay. 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. Not here, here. here, and these two, that's a possibility. All right. So I think we're ready to start the punch process. I'm going to start that where I've got a 1-2 pair here. We'll do the 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. That eliminates some 2s over here, some 1s here. Doesn't affect any column, which is what I expected. And I did clean up everything else, so we've now got a 1 here, not here. Well, these two is a 1, but I don't know which yet. So now we've got 2 6 pair here. But we've got a standalone 5 here. Did we have that earlier? I think we've got that because we cleared the 1. Let's check that. Yes, it is because we cleared the 1. So that's a 5. Which means that's not. Didn't have them down there. Okay, that makes this one into a 5. And I already get to clear out this one. Okay, 1 6, 1 4, 4 6 means this becomes a 2. That becomes an 8, a 9, and a 1. So stuff to clean up. That becomes not an 8. This becomes not a 1. That's an 8, a 6, a 4, and a 1. So a 6 here. Not a 6 there. Here, over here. This is a 2. This becomes a 7. This becomes a 1. Middle row of squares is complete. Whether it's accurate or not, I don't know yet. Okay, this becomes a 6, 2, and 5. So not a 5 there. So I get a 5, 9 pair here, 6, 9 pair here, and 7, 8 pair here. I don't need to clean up a 6 here, which makes this one into a 6. Clean up the 4 here, and the 8 here, the 1 here, the 4 here. Turns this into a 9, 7, and an 8. Oh, that breaks this. So this gets to be an 8. That means I've got to put something else down here. Because we get a 9, 4 and 5 are blocked over here. So 9 here makes that a 7, which means that's blocked. All right. So let's go back to the 1, 2 in the center left or center right square and flip those and see if we get a better result. So that makes this 1, this 2. Not a 2 there or there. Not a 1 there or there. No changes up here. Now I have 2 places for a 2 here. 2 places here. And it looks like my audio is not what I need it to be. I'm going to reduce. I think it looks like I'm clipping. So we'll try dropping that up there. See if that helps. It's still clipping, so we'll try a little bit further down. Alright, how about that? That looks like so going up to yellow only. Alright. And dropped a bit far. Okay. So one of these two is going to be a 1. 1 8 here. 1 4, 1 8. 5 8 4 5 4 8. So we've got a 5 here. That means one of these two is going to be a 5. One of these two is going to be a 5. And these two is going to be a 5. We've got 3 possibilities for a 5 here. Now I set this is 5. That makes this a 5. Still have 2 possibilities for a 5 there. That means this gets to be a 4. Doesn't affect anything there. 7 9. But means that can't be a 4. So 4 is going to be one of these two. Which worker matches up here? That's going to be a 9. This will be a 7. This will be a 9. Still 4 5 pair there. 7 6. This becomes a 6 and a 7 here. This becomes a 6 and a 9 here. 8 and 1. We get a 6 here, 4 here. Ah, there's our block. Okay, so let's try some of the other stuffs for 5. If I change this to a 5, that just clears 2 possibilities, leaving 2 possible 5s there. Alright, let's not do that. But if we do that, this becomes our only 4 in the row. We get a 1 8 1 8 pair. Not a 4 here or here. There's no 4 over here, so this becomes a 4. That becomes cleared, that becomes a 6, and an 8 here, and a 1 here. That makes this into an 8, a 1 here, not an 8, so I've got 4 9, 7 9, 7 4 9. Not a 5, one of these two is going to be a 5. clear up the possibilities here. These two can't be a 4 anymore. So we've got 2 possibilities there. This gets to be a 2, a 1, a 5, a 9, and an 8. Not a 9 there or there. 7, 6 pairs, so not a 7 here. Not a 5 here. This becomes a 5. Not affecting 5s over here, but we do have some 2s to clean up. A 9 and a 1 here. Okay. Got an extra 2 there, an extra 1 here. This becomes a 5, which means not a 5 there. This becomes a 2, not a 2 there. I've got a 7, 6, 7, 6, 1, 1, 6. Triplet there. 9, 8, 9, 8. Or 6, 8, I should say. 6, 8 pair. This becomes a 6 up here, so not a 6 here or here. 9 and 4 here, so clean up the 4, 9 there. That becomes a 7. This becomes a 1. This becomes a 2. 6 here. 8 here, 7 here. 6 comes up here, 9 up here. 1 and 2 here, 5 and 8 here. 6, 7, 1, 6, 9, 5. 4, 9, 7, 6, 9, 7, 4 to solve. Hey, 30 minutes and 24 seconds, which is not a bad time. I mean, especially when I consider the delay penalty. I want to say thanks to everybody who hung out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. I've got a puzzle to solve or to post for tomorrow coming up, and it's actually for today, but I get to solve it tomorrow. You get to see me stumble along with that. I hope you have a wonderful night, wonderful morning, whatever time of day it is for you. The rest of it be wonderful, and the entire weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.